And the second one I've been playing, I just started it, is Undertale. And again, this is like another one that it's like an indie game, but I think has a lot of like mythos around it. Like people are like, oh, you have to play Undertale because it's so like the story's so deep. And when you look at it, you're like, like it's a story about a girl that falls down into a well and well, I don't even know. It's like a human falls down into the well. You can't really tell if it's a girl or a boy, and you basically fight monsters. But it's all about like I think there's like three ways you can play the game. You can play it as like a pacifist run where you don't kill anyone. You play it as like a genocide run where you kill everything, or you just play it as like a blind run where you just kind of play it how you want to play it. And I kind of started off because the game kind of tells you like, oh, you shouldn't, they're monsters, but they're like not, they're like human too, and they don't necessarily attack you. You just have like an interaction with them, and one of the options is fight, it's talk, or it's like item or flee. And so yeah, I'm kind of going down the pacifist run where you basically talk to them, and it's kind of like a little puzzle that you have to work out what you need to say to get them to let you spare them. So there's like one guy where he comes and he has this huge hat on, and he's kind of like text bubble. He's like, "Oh yeah, look at my hat, look at my hat." So at first you're like complimenting on the hat, and he's like, "Yeah, of course it's a great hat. Like I know it's a great hat. Why are you telling me that?" And then he attacks you. But then there's like one way you ignore it, and he gets so you ignore it. And he's like, "Why aren't you looking at my hat? Please look at my hat." And he gets so like self-conscious about it that in the end he gets like defeated, and then you can like spare him and let him go. So it's kind of like these little puzzles, and there's definitely like an Undertale there that I think something's going to happen, and it's going to be like really sad at the end, and they're probably going to make you decide. And there's like one bit where kind of like the bad guy in the story is like, oh yeah, right now you won't hurt anyone. You're choosing to talk, but will you, when it comes down to the real fight, will you talk or will you attack? Will you get so frustrated with just trying to talk all the time that you'll just attack out of frustration? So I'm like, yeah, I can kind of see what fight they're kind of alluding to, like with like the mother character in the game, and so yeah, I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm going to try and play at least the genocide run and the peace run before I review it, because I don't think the game's that long. Like I think it's probably like 3 hours per playthrough. So yeah, I'm excited, and apparently they say like you kind of not your progress, but the monsters kind of remember you from the next run. So in the peaceful run, if you do the peaceful run, then do the genocide run, then the monsters are like, "Oh my god, why are you hurting me? Why are you attacking me? Why are you doing this?" Whereas if you do the other way around, in the second run is the peaceful run, they're like, "Oh my god, you're a monster, stay away from me." And then, so yeah, it kind of has those aspects in it. So it's a really, really interesting game, and I think it was all made by one guy, in like RPG Maker. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm really glad it's on the Switch because it's a game I've been meaning to play for a long time and just never got round to it.
I think the Switch is a great home for those kind of games, as long as they actually get marketed and not just like surprise.
Yeah, true. And I think it's a perfect game to take with you handheld and just play, because the save points are pretty regular. Like I say, you can just play it on the way to work, or you can play it on a lunch break or whatever. And because it's quite short, I feel you feel like you're making a lot of progress. Like I'm trying to play it as slowly as I can because I want to try and see if I can find all the secrets and all the items. But yeah, like I really like it. It's a cool game.
Cool.
So